Welcome back to DS Trucks. So if you follow the channel, you know that we just switched our 2019 F-250 with the 6.2 liter gas V8 over to AMSOIL full synthetic oil, and we did the 25,000 mile oil change, 700 engine hours. And I want to ask you guys, what do you think about that long of an oil change interval? It's kind of interesting because on my 2018 F-150, after 3 years, I've only got 28,000 miles. So according to that, that truck would still be on its second oil change, which is insane. I've had the oil changed a bunch of times on my 2018 F-150, and even a couple of times on my wife's 2019 F-150, but she's only got like maybe 6,000 miles. She doesn't drive that much, but she reaches the time limit where she has to get an oil change. She probably needs one now, but she just doesn't have a lot of miles. And then also with COVID, you know, no one's been driving. But it's really interesting because I just couldn't imagine running that long on one oil change. You know, there's a lot of testing and oil analysis, and I've been kind of scrolling through YouTube and seeing some of these oil analysis, and they come back pretty good. Sometimes the pH of the oil is a little bit off, but they seem to actually protect pretty good for the entire life. So there's a lot of different things with AMSOIL that I might be willing to try. I like the bypass filter idea. Maybe not for this truck, but if I had a diesel, I would definitely be looking into doing that bypass extra filtration on a diesel. But I do want to point one thing out. The oil filter actually did leak a little bit with this new AMSOIL oil filter, and I've been running it now to see if it would leak again. Let's go underneath and check it out. So here's a look underneath the truck. Like I said, it is running. So it's dry now. Now, if you go back and watch the oil change video that I did with the truck, then you'll see when I come back under here to check for leaks, there is a drip there on the oil filter, and I wiped it off. It's a real slow drip. Then the truck went to work for a day, and when it came back after work, the drip was back. So I wiped it off again. I tightened it a little bit more, and it is not leaking. Now, AMSOIL right there on the filter does say to tighten the oil filter 3/4 of a turn, and I kind of nudged it a little bit with the tool, but I really should have went ahead and followed their instructions and did 3/4 of a turn with the wrench, and that probably is the way it's supposed to be done. The whole hand tightening is something I've always been kind of told or whatever, but it probably is correct to do a 3/4 of a turn with the wrench. But after doing the 3/4 of a turn, it hasn't leaked at all. So it really does need to be tightened up pretty good there. So other than that, it does seem like it's holding up pressure now. But other than that, from under here, you know, it's kind of interesting. You know, let's just say, for example, if you had a fleet of trucks, for a whole fleet of trucks, this could be a good thing. You know, you have 15 trucks and you skip like 5 oil changes. That's going to be significant savings. Now, does it cost more? Yes. This was $100 oil change, and if the oil analysis and everything, the filters really are that good, and they do seem to be that good from when you look at the cut open videos of the AMSOIL filters, the synthetic fibers that they use inside of them compared to the paper fibers and all the competitors. They do seem to be really good oil filters, and it says right on the oil filter it's a 25,000 mile 700 hour oil filter. That could be significant savings if you have a big fleet of trucks and you're going to go ahead and run them those 700 hours. So in my case, this truck only has 12,000 miles. In the last year, I think it drove 2,000 or 3,000 miles. Not that much. But the thing about it is, the oil computer was telling me that it had 10% oil life when we changed the oil to the AMSOIL. So we drove a couple thousand miles, but because of the driving characteristics, we actually had only 10% left according to the computer. So I think if you're really to be technical, it's probably a good idea to use the computer, because it will, at the end of the day, be the most accurate way of knowing how much oil life you have, because it's counting more than just your miles. It's counting your engine hours, maybe even the load. You know, are you towing? Is your RPMs up the entire time? Is the engine under load? You know, I'm not sure 100% if it's counting all that, but I'm sure it could be counting, you know, taking into account the stress on the vehicle. So I like the idea of following your trip oil computer. I think I'm an F-150. I pretty much just followed the computer when you hit reset. So we went ahead, we reset it. Now, if you're going to do the 25,000 mile oil change, then you're going to see like 5 resets on your computer before you actually change your oil. But that being said, it's a tough question, because if you're under a powertrain warranty, you might want those oil change intervals to be all accurate. If you're outside of a powertrain warranty and you have a fleet of vehicles, then this could be a really good way to save a lot of money, because you're saving 5 oil changes or 4 oil changes. You're saving the downtime of the oil change. The one oil change you get is going to be pretty expensive, but it's about on par with other full synthetic oil changes, I think. But all in all, I don't know. It's definitely something to think about. It's definitely something that will help the environment, because you're putting a lot less wasted oil. Even though it's hard to say if the oil's recycled, you know, then I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad for the environment. Oil does typically get recycled, I think. I don't really know what goes on once you take the oil to a recycling center. But we can say for sure that it saves a lot of time, downtime, scheduling, planning. It's just less time getting the oil changed, so less downtime for the vehicle. So it's very interesting. I'm curious to what you guys think about it. Comment below and let me know, and I hope to hear from you. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This is DS Trucks, where we run nothing but the best. Got all the equipment here in the garage, getting ready for some leaves, which is going to be coming soon, and then before you know it, it's going to be snowing. Check this out, guys. I did sign up to be an AMSOIL dealer, but I haven't done anything with it yet. I probably should follow up. I might throw up some links. I ordered me up some of those AMSOIL stickers, which is nice. One thing about using AMSOIL is it really is a company that is dedicated to providing good service, fast service, serious. They're serious about, even when you go to AutoZone and they don't have your oil and you just went, it's easier to order from AMSOIL and get it shipped to your house, right to your front door, a lot of times within 24 hours. It's not Motorcraft. I know a lot of people think Motorcraft only. I think their stuff's good. We'll see. You know, if there's any problems, I'll let you guys know. Like I said, the oil filter, it wants to be 3/4 turn, you know, tightened up. It's nothing, you know, so it does seem to have its own little quirks. But they sent me this. They sent me some stickers and some fuel treatment. What else did they send me? Some oil, some protectant. What is this? Quick shot. I don't know. I'm not big onto all those. I just like good oil, and I like some of the other stuff. Like I said, the bypass filter is interesting. It adds a full quart of capacity to the engine. So you're adding a quart of oil to your crankcase, essentially, not in your crankcase, but to your overall oil. So that helps keep it a little bit cooler. But not only does it add the filtration, but it adds a little bit more oil. But Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted if I get some kind of a link or something that I can put, and you guys could help me out by clicking it. We'll see. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm really going to do it. But anyway, thank you for watching DS Trucks. That's it for the video. What do you guys think about the 25,000 mile oil change? Comment below. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video, and have a great day. Over and out. Bye.